press start game to check.
Oh,
It looks like they're on time.
Okay. Sorry for me jiggling my camera around. It was being a little bit finicky. I'll hop in, Clay, and give you the business whether or not it should be connected to.
Alrighty.
You know, I when we connect to these servers, they default to DE season. I got to tell you, I kind of miss that map. I know
you
we
miss season.
I'm kind of telling you that we got sick of doing those games during the season last season on DE season. You see what I did there? And you know, it got repetitive and redundant. But I'm looking at the map, that little splash screen right now. I'm like, God, it'd be cool to talk about the horseshoe and CTJ, and it'd be cool to see that vent and the vent lurk. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
You miss any maps casting from last season? I particularly miss season, obviously, but I miss toward the playoffs and the end of the last season. We did a lot of we did a lot of Mirage for a couple of teams, and I enjoyed that one a lot.
We just did Mirage last week, though, so right? Yeah. I miss Train. I like casting Train.
Oh, okay. Oh, I wonder why.
Why?
Hopping?
No, just in general, I like it, and I think I like it more because a lot of people don't seem to like Train, and so I like to see them suffer.
That's maybe not something you want to share on stream, but
okay. Let's see what else. What other maps? I mean, I wish I could say I miss casting Cobble and Aztec, but
you have all the license in the world to say that you miss casting Cobble. Say it. Go ahead.
I miss Cobble.
No players in just yet. I am getting a map change, however, and I'm guessing that because we have a 120-second delay, that means that they'll be connecting in short order.
Yeah. They said they're on the way.
So, update on Monday Night Football. Seneca Wallace in for Aaron Rodgers. And for Jay Cutler, I believe that's Josh McCown. Battle of the backups. Clay has no idea who I'm talking about.
I just being distracted. Yeah. I don't know. So you said Aaron Rodgers got injured, but he went sprinting off the field.
Yeah. So apparently it was his non-throwing shoulder.
That injured to go sprinting. I would assume that sprinting movement would agitate your arm if it was truly injured, but sure.
Well, let's put it this way: if
I'm going with my story.
Okay. You do that. I swear, if he was, that's the kind of injury where you see the injury and you realize, well, if that was a playoff game, he'd stay in, obviously, but it's not.
He had to go to the bathroom, and they're just saying, "Oh no, his shoulder tweaked his shoulder, so we took him off just to be safe."
He's not coming back out, like.
Yeah, he can't come back out. Like, oh, why did you leave? You know, it's like
you're the head coach on the headset, and you're like, "Well, where's Aaron? He goes back. He's not coming back. What do you mean he's not coming back?
Could be a really bad case of food poisoning. You don't know.
He's afraid his uniform will smell. What?
Oh, jeez.
I would love to cast Cobble. God. Even Forge, which is Cobble but better. I would love to do that one as well.
Cobble but better, you say?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't play Forge. That was 1.6.
Yeah, no, I did not.
6 in the server. They all joined at the same time. That's crazy.
I like it.
7 in the server. Look at this. 9 in the server. 8 in the server. Excuse me. 9 in the server. Here they come. It's a flood.
All right, another game of Nuke. SLI? Someone named SLI on Flatline? What the hell? There's too many SLIs in this league. Did we lose Brandon?
No.
No?
No. What do we know about these rosters? We know Affinity, because he's talked to us before. We know SLI.
That's not the same SLI.
Oh, okay. Then for Press Start, we know Cameron. We know Clipsy.
Stratus.
We recognize all these names because we finally casted them for the first time last week.
We've casted him before last season, I think, 1 or 2 times. And we do know they don't no longer have Magic on their team, who was a pretty good player.
Is you Magic was Magic. Now I'm getting a request from our friends over at Pug Kings being like, "Are you casting our match?" I was like, "Oh, I want to. That'd be nice."
Isn't their match postponed until later?
Well, the reason we didn't go to their match was because we heard of postponements and uncertainty, and we just couldn't commit to that when we knew a game like this was going to just happen.
It's actually going. I thought their match isn't being played till 8.
Till 8?
10 Central.
Oh, it is actually. Unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
We've got this one and this commitment only, then we're into meetings and on to creating more things for you guys to enjoy. By the way, if you are new to this channel, please follow us. We would really appreciate it. It helps us get you more resolutions, and eventually what we're going to have for you is an expanded list of features, landing pages, things for you to do and interact with us while watching streams, be it using your social media to interact with us, having a chat room other than Twitch, viewing multiple games if that tickles your fancy, or checking out the VODs we've previously recorded and our regular news content. It should be a great thing for you guys to check out, and if you guys are following this channel, you'll get the latest updates on when that will be available. Clay, 9 in the server. I hope you're in.
I am in, and we are waiting for one more member of Flatline to come on in here. So, yep.
I see, by the way, a guy in the server named Esteban, Xbox 360 controller. Please tell me you are playing with a console controller. I'm gonna spectate him just to see.
Come on, he's not playing with a console controller. Don't be ridiculous.
I want him to. He seems to be moving a little slow. Oh my god, I think he actually is using a console controller.
No way.
Look how slow his mouse is moving. Yeah, nobody moves this slow.
I don't believe
Which would
it.
horribly insult him, by the way, if he wasn't using that. And oh my god, he is using an Xbox 360 controller.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he's actually using an Xbox 360 controller.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Audience, I charge you with one thing. I want you to be watching Esteban with us during this entire match. I want you to tell me if he's using an Xbox.
Are we just going his perspective the whole time?
Yes, we have to now. Jim Jimster chimes in the audience saying, yeah, he is. He is using an Xbox 360 controller.
What the hell are you doing using an Xbox 360 controller playing CS? And how does your captain even let you do that? Alright, well, I'm on Mr. Esteban here.
Oh, I'll be on him in the entire game. When he turns corners, like, look where he's looking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks like mouse acceleration with the you know how controllers have mouse acceleration on and that sort of thing. You can't aim at corners well. You can't aim at people well.
Well, what if he's not using a controller? Now you're just making it sound terrible. He can't aim at people. He was just moving his mouse around quite a bit right there, so I don't know.
No, it's too smooth. It's too like mice don't move this well. Go to someone else, anyone else, and look at their crosshair. It's much more erratic.
It's all a ruse.
You're absolutely right, though. If in fact he's not using an Xbox 360 controller, and we just start telling him how bad his mouse movement is, it'll be extremely antagonistic and mean of us. Oh, Clay, look at Cameron's shotgun skill. Or skin, Mosaico?
Huh.
It's like a forest mosaic.
That he can't hit with.
Clay and I are just beams of sunshine today.
Alrighty. I did seem to land a pretty sweet headshot from T-box to garage. So
Still waiting on one, it seems.
yep.
Can you keep the restless natives in line for a moment while I grab some water?
Yeah. Looks like we just got our 10th here. So
Never mind.
be quick about it.
All right.
Actually, no, that's not. Is it? Yeah, it is. All right. So should be starting really soon here. Let's go over the rosters for Flatline. We have SLI, RDK, the Microwave, Affinity, and NOS. For press start eGaming, it is Cameron, whatever. Clipsy, Convict, Stratus, and Esteban, who's apparently using a 360 controller.
Was that the roster rundown?
That was the roster rundown.
Oh yeah, and he is. Otherwise, he's using the lowest sensitivity ever with the highest acceleration ever. And I know you can't modify your mouse acceleration in CS:GO. Can you?
I don't think so.
Let's see. In Cotton and Klops' Great Adventures, we will take another whisk around the DE Nuke map. Today's focus is what's behind CT spawn.
What's behind CT spawn?
Yep. 2 APC type trucks, 1 Toyota Corolla, a couple of propane tanks, a highway that has a car drive by every once in a while.
It's a nice Corolla.
Oh yeah. Here come the restarts. You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. Aaron Rodgers is hurt, and you're watching Press Start eGaming versus Flatline, the esports team. FL//
A-Nuts just joined, and he's a big Green Bay fan, so I'm sure he's hurting right now.
Well, he's probably just sighing a sigh of relief, thinking that, well, he's not that hurt. At least he's not, Cutler hurt, or who else is hurt? EJ Manuel hurt, or something like that. We've got a match for you guys. I'm back into first person, but I'm going to tell you, Clay, I'm going to cast this entire match from the perspective of Esteban. Not really. It is the pistol round. We are going to see the initial strat here. It looks like a 4-1 split. Bombs going outer, and they will slow down smartly, preventing themselves from getting pre-naded, thank God, because last time it was a bit disheartening seeing a team make the critical mistake of running right up to the box and eating that first nade. 4-man push to outer to a dominant presence there. Smart move. Flatline will move Microwave over into the hell position, who picks up a lucky headshot on Cameron after spamming through the smoke. 2 kills, 3 kills for Flatline. They're looking pretty good already. 3 down for the terrorist side. Press start not off to the start that they wanted. 4 down for press start. 5 down if they can just bring down Stratus, who is pinned behind the mini. Here comes the Undertaker. There you go. Stratus down. Flatline takes the first one with style and gusto, Clay. That's an too easy of a win.
Yeah, a perfect round for those guys, and that's going to give them a nice lead here as they are able to buy SMGs now, and they should be able to pick up the next 2. No money given to the terrorists since they didn't get any kills right there, so I really doubt we'll be seeing a buy on the 3rd round.
Yeah, well, if you get a bomb plant here, that all changes, but it's too easy to make those sorts of predictions, because first they have to make it into a bomb site, and they didn't even get close that round. Press start got pretty much obliterated here. A blown off door going for the vent play here. Clipsy stands in the door, blocks his teammate, gets everybody killed, and finally Cameron goes down. That play ruined from the beginning with everybody stopping in the door.
Even with stopping to blow the door off with your nade, I mean, I think that just wastes too much time. If you're going to try and rush out, then you just got to go hit it, get the door open, and keep going. And definitely don't stand in the doorway like Clipsy did. I mean, that's just certain death for the rest of your team, whoever's behind you.
I can promise you that whoever was in that ventrilo, that mumble, that TeamSpeak was like, "Don't stop in the door." That's every
That's the nice version of it.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to use too many expletives on this family-friendly channel here.
And the pre-nade, look at that!
I know. They made the preparations the first round to not make that sort of mistake, but they went and fell for it the second time around here. RDK having a hard time hitting Convict, and if he doesn't deliver a shot here, oh, nice way to use his last bullets there to clean that up. He switches to his sidearm, brings down Stratus. Clay, if they didn't fall for it the first round, why did they charge the second round?
You know, maybe they're just thinking they want to get the third round over here and just want to go for the rush. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like we said, usually on the first couple rounds, you can pretty much assume that the counter terrorists are going to pre-nade outer, because rushing outer as a terrorist with your pistols is pretty common. So.
Press start, eGaming finally onto the gun rounds here. No purchases yet. A couple AKs being bought. Hopefully they'll fully stock up on their nades. Looks like 4 AK and an op look pretty standard here. They're going to probably send Convict to outer to contest the opper on the other side. That's Affinity. We're looking for that op duel here. I'll go to our number 7 man, as will Clay, who has got his Safari Mesh Karambit out. He whips out his Lightning Strike here. It's going to be a one-on-one. He's got to look at the CT box, Clay, and that's not the first place he's going to check. I can tell you that. He's not going to look in the right spot.
He actually waited long enough where Affinity left his post, so he's not going to be ambushed like we initially thought he was. So,
sticking with him, I'm going to stay with him. He's going to have a chance to make a shot right here because he makes a blind shot. Affinity goes down. The op for the team is gone. I'll go back to Auto Director now, and Auto Director will stick with Convict for a little bit here. RDK will spray down, bring down Convict. That op is, however, recoverable, and Stratus does just that. He has somebody across from him at the CT bread. They know that. That's RDK. Clay, I really liked Convict's patience there as SLI would bring down Clipsy, but I think he just got generally caught off guard with the second man being in the same position.
Yeah, exactly, and I saw that through excuse me, the X-ray. Yeah, you know, having two people play at garage isn't really too common. So, you know, once he got that first guy, I'm sure he thought he was just free and clear right there, but not the case.
Oh, go to our number 0 right now. Esteban with his Xbox 360 controller will have an opportunity to engage somebody in the control. He can't even point at the control right now because of how weird that is. Clay, I'm telling you, nobody moves this weird and jerky unless they're playing on a controller. Esteban struggling to control his recoil will bring down SLI, however. 2-on-1 RDK and Microwave facing off against the 34 health Stratus. Our number 6 man is the clutch man. He picks up a radiation hazard M4 and will drop down. Fighting 1, that's an offer. RDK, he'll go head to head with the Microwave, and I love that name, the Microwave. We'll go ahead with the Microwave, lose, and it'll be 4-0. It's a pretty standard start for the CTs and not one that you feel comfortable with if you're press start.
Exactly. They're going to be on another save round here, looking at their money. They could probably do a buy if they wanted to, but it wouldn't be, you know, they wouldn't have the nades that they need to do to take out or, you know, smoke out ramp, do what they need to do to get into these sites.
Another round, another save. For press start, they will be sporting P250s and Glocks, and they'll be charging what looks like the ramp. Yeah, it's a standard 5-man ball of death right to the ramp. We'll have the spray. Microwave finds a blind Xbox user. Convict goes down. Cameron goes down. Here comes the retreat. This is utterly morally crushing when you have everybody go down right in front of you, and the 4th and 5th man say, "I'm not dying for you guys," and they utterly bail out from the strat.
I like how the terrorists started running away and the CTs were like, and they started charging them. You're not getting away from us, buddy.
That's a common thing that happens in a pub or in a low-level game when the strat completely fails and you have players to start running away from you and you can smell the blood and you start hunting.
Exactly. Buy round double op look from the terrorists this time, so going to be interested to see what they do with that. Possibly try to do a ramp pick and an outer pick. That would probably be my guess here.
I would hope so. We're going to find out where these operas go in just a second. At least one of them will be boosted onto the big rock, sporting his lightning strike there. Oh, they'll choose not to. Put him on top of the big box on outer to fight Affinity, who will be sporting his op once again here. Sprays through the smoke. SLI will hit nothing, but he will be warding off any aggressive pushes to the ramp. Clay, I like the double op look, but let's go now to Affinity, because our number 2 man got caught last time, and this time he'll deliver. Esteban goes down. We know that's not the opera, though. The opera is Clipsy. Back to Auto Director. No action yet. Slow play here from the terrorists. They're just looking to find their first kill, and, you know, considering how long they're taking, that nade kill finally doing something for them. Affinity will get sprayed down, take a shot at Cameron, who gets him with a headshot on his 4 burst. Affinity goes down. The op is lost for the fuel of the counter terrorist. It's a 4-on-3, and they're looking good, but Nas has flank.
The flank.
Oh, the huge flank.
Oh, my goodness.
That's soul crushing. when you just feel like, oh yeah, we got the round, and just this silenced ninja comes up behind you and ruins everything, steps on your candy, takes your lunch money.
Yeah, that silencer too was just so strong right there because he killed one and they didn't even know where it came from, which just goes to show how strong silencers are, even though you get way less ammo. But I mean, when you get an opportunity like that, you just totally shine.
Well, you know, the entire communication string with his teammates were like, was good job. You know, that you saved the round, buddy. We're still perfect because of you now.
Yeah, and Clips, he's going to just probably try to save this op. He's got 8 seconds left. Going to go hide in the CT truck.
Can I just say how pleased I am that he had the presence of mind not to get overexcited and just lower and dump his entire mag into 2 people, where he bursted, went for a headshot, so he, in case he ran to all 4 of them, he could finish them all off.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely agree with that one. So, Terrace can buy, actually, looking at Cameron and Esteban. They both have plenty of money, as well as Stratus. Convict's probably going to do a little bit of a short buy here, maybe no helmet, and that's exactly what he does, but he does get an AK for himself. So, well, it's six rounds won for the CT, so they had that losing bonus. That's why they're able to buy.
It is another gun round, as you said. Affinity still supporting his op. Let's take a look at the scoreboard here with that huge play. Nas is now sitting at 8-1, a big contribution there for Press Start. They have a couple players sitting at an ugly 1-6, 1-5 look for Clipsy, Cameron, and Esteban here. It is T-side, but they do need to contribute a little bit more, and I'm sure they don't need us to tell them that. They know themselves that they need to start stepping up their game here. Smoke for the Mini will almost shout immediately that this is going to be a flash and enter for them. They get 2. Good entry there for Press Start. RDK and Nas go down, who happen to be very good this particular half. Now Clipsy will get the flanker. Microwave will come up the ladder and get blown away. If Cameron can finish, he does. Affinity, the only one left, and he's got an op to save. Clay, there's nothing to be done here, especially with a weapon as expensive as this.
Yeah, that was a great Sky Flash execution by Press Start right there. RDK was completely blind, just left looking at the terrace as they came in, and he couldn't do anything about it. So, good job by them, and they executed well, entered just as the flashes went off. So, I mean, I'm surprised we're not seeing more of that from Press Start. If they could execute a strat that complex, then they should be able to get more going on here.
You know, a lot has to be attributed to the fact that the first 3 rounds were a result of a failed pistol round. So they've lost maybe 2 more, but if they trade 2-1, they're doing all right here. Now you just got to maintain that strict sort of aggressive mentality and erase those pistol and eco rounds and think maybe, okay, we're just down 2-1, we're down 3-1, and think of it in that context.
Definitely true, definitely true. And they are going to be able to buy since they did get that round, so that was an important one for them. And seeing another, actually, Clipsy keeping that op, and Affinity saved his, as we know. It looks like they might be setting up for, might be trying to do another Sky Flash, actually.
Affinity will wait for Convict to come around the corner, who will be crouching behind the big box. It's going to be a one-on-one, but it's going to be an AK versus an op, and only one person is going to come up with a victory here. 1 op look for both teams sitting at roughly the same monetary situation. However, Flatline leads by a significant round 1 ratio here. Affinity moves at the wrong time. Convict peeks him while he's strafing, and now everybody knows where he is, advertising exactly what happened. Esteban of the Xbox 360 controller comes out and tries to challenge an opera from a long distance using dual sticks, Clay. Probably not a recipe for success.
Probably not, indeed. What looked to be right there is it looked like they tried to do a fake Sky Flash and then have the guys, get the quick pick on the guy in garage. They maybe thought he was going to look towards inner, but not the case. There's really no reason for the guy in garage to look towards inner if you have enough people who you're confident in on your team to defend inner. So
6-1. Well, it's about to be... Oh, never mind. Dual kills there from Convict, and Clipsy will bring it back to a possible round here. 27 seconds left, and they've got to make a move here. Convict finds RDK on top of the door, who turns on his teammate. It's down to a 1-on-2, and Clipsy has a 1-on-2 clutch chance with an op in his hand. I don't know if he just registered the fact that he saw a person above him. We saw it, but I don't think he did. SLI will kill him and clean up the round. 7-1 for Flatline.
That was a interesting round. It went one way, and then it started coming back towards the terrorist way, and then just quickly right back to the CTs. Like you said, Clipsy didn't notice the guy up top, and that was his downfall right there. Looking at Convict's money, he's the only one on their team who can't buy, and I don't know if that's going to trigger a save here. I don't think it will. But, yeah, they go ahead and buy him an AK, so they're going to be able to go here. They got full smokes and nades, so they should be able to get something going.
Mother of God, Aaron Rodgers may have a fractured collarbone and may be done.
Huh.
Collarbones can sideline you for multiple weeks, if not for the remainder of the season. I'm not a doctor. I've just seen that injury in the NFL before. Nice trades there. Nos goes down. RDK gets the first kill there. We'll get back to that in a second because that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Microwave trades out. Convict, actually no trade there. Thought he might be punished for his transgression. No such act there. Clipsy will be holding in the outside of the double doors at lower. And 4 counter-terrorists to retake versus 3 Ts. Now that's pretty even odds considering that they have defensive positions, a smoke, and a couple doors between them and their opponents. But still, you got to like their chances. SLI coming, has a touchdown nade. Stratus will go down. No one in the control for him. Microwave brings down Clipsy. Only one left. Esteban, the Xbox 360 controller, tries to clutch. He cannot. Affinity will have the defuse in the smoke. I swear to you, Clay, he is using an Xbox 360 controller.
That might be the case. I mean, his score is 2-8, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But no, all kidding aside, good game sense by SLI to come down ramp and throw the nade behind the nuke cylinder, whatever that thing is called. Because you know that's a pretty typical hiding spot for most people. So I mean, it was a good call by him, and the player behind there was actually super low, so it ended up being a great nade, getting a quick kill, and then made the retake for the counter terrorist much easier.
It was easier. Here comes what could be a ramp rush. Will they challenge the smoke and try to push through? Noz will press through and bring down Clipsy, who is waiting for him at the hut. It's got to be so frustrating when you're prepared at that position. SLI's got 2 back-to-back home run nades. I keep saying home run, but they're touchdown nades, Clay. Convict will bring down Affinity. It's down to a 4-on-3. Clay, if you're using this hard outer hold here, you've got to, you can't play on an island. Only the best players in the world can really be on an island by themselves and completely shut down their opponents. At the main level, you've got to vary your positions and you've got to have an assist from your teammate. Isn't that right?
That's what I agree with that. Outer is it's pretty easy to take control of as a terrorist. I mean, smokes cover the majority. I'm gonna draw it on the map here. Smokes, you could cover the majority of the garage off with just 2 smokes. So I mean, that just leaves the red box to look out for as a terrorist when you're coming out. So I mean, it's pretty easy to get control of outer. So it's good to have an assist, like you said, CT, because if they get up close to you and you're playing op, then you're kind of screwed. So if you have that person there to assist you with nades and help you out, then it makes it much easier.
If you had that, you'd experience more success, but they are getting abused here. What's not going to be successful is if you get rushed by 5 Ts and try to ward all of them off and miss a bunch of your shots here. That rush, that probably shouldn't have really worked, kind of did. But it's all for a suicide plant here. Know that you guys who are viewing at home, they had no chance of really winning this round, and I think Press Start kind of knew that, so they went for the suicide plant to give themselves some cash. They just couldn't execute on that, leaving 3 CTs alive and Flatline with a 9-round lead.
Yeah, and that one win...
Clay wants to kill himself.
That one win takes him off. That one went. I can't even talk right now. Jesus. That 1 round win takes him off the losing streak, but they're pressuring getting right back on it here again because Flatline is just doing a great job of holding their positions.
Now you've been analyzing this from the get-go, Clay. Tell me exactly what's going on. Is Press Start making mistakes here? Is Flatline just outclassing them with aim? What's differentiating them between having a couple rounds won and just getting stuffed at 1?
You know what? I feel like Press Start it seems like they don't have the playbook for T-side nuke. Their main strat that they keep trying to do is the Sky Flash, and I mean that only works maybe once or twice a map, you know. And as they do it again, they get some entries. So actually, it works here, and it's leaving 2 CTs up versus 3 terrorists, which it could easily go in the counter-terrorist favor. As we're seeing the retake from SLI, he gets 1. Bomb is planted. He has a chance to get 1 in the back right here. Spring through the. Oh, he does get it, and now it's a 2v1 just that quickly. Getting caught with his nade out. Go ahead.
Down. it will be a one-on-one. Affinity on the other side of the hut. I think Affinity saw him, but Convict already has a good idea of where he is after firing that shot. It's a ring around the Rosie. Affinity thinks he's in the hut. He has no idea where he is. He turns around. Our number 2 man knows he's on the other side of the silo. He's looking through the gap. It's the wrong place. He's got one, and he's being kited. He can't defuse this in time.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Oh, nope, he couldn't get it. So that is round. So yes, as you asked me, what are they doing differently here? Or what are they doing that's not working? Like I said, I don't think they have the full playbook to do well here. They're pretty much executing the Sky Flash, and then they've done just a couple standard rushes upper, which have failed horribly. They aren't really working ramp. They aren't really working outer. And I think if they, like you said, it's all about matchups and finding out the weak player. So you got to use a couple rounds to poke around the map and see who's not playing well to take advantage of that. I mean, if you just keep attacking the same area over and over, then the other team is going to adjust to that, and they'll just be able to stop you pretty much every time.
I do also agree with your diagnosis or your advice that the Sky Flash strat, it only surprises a team ever, maybe once per game, if that, because some teams are already prepared for the Sky Flash, made famous by the European teams over in the, I think the Star Series last, I think it was the consolidation finals where NIP finally pulled it off effectively. But now that everybody's seen it on tape and it's being used at the high levels, the next thing that people will try to do is incorporate it and use it. And the next step after that, after a couple more weeks or a couple months after that, is really nullify it by finding an anti-strat for it, which is the beauty of Counter-Strike, by the way. And the Sky Flash is one of those strats that's, I think it's been anti-stratted now.
Well, I mean, the sound cues for it are very obvious. I mean, the giant glass sound breaking, it kind of shows, hey, there's going to be flashes coming. So, I mean, maybe if teams started adjusting and, instead of maybe assuming that the counter-terrorists are going to flick or something and then not actually throw the flash, I don't know. That's probably reaching a little too far, but
the next step, of course, in the meta is to have people break the glass at the beginning of the round and then come back to it later.
Yep.
But that's thinking a little bit deep here. By the way, we are on to our 13th round. Is that right?
14th.
14th round. We have UMPs on the field, P90s, a Galil, and a Death. Stratus already down. That is a kill from Nos. Affinity outer, holding on the outside of the smoke. Nos has a double all around. Yeah. Clay, it's this looks like a stalled engine to me.
I would agree with that. They kind of started like they were going to go inner and then met some resistance and then just kind of stuttered there. But yeah, they seem to be having some trouble, and I think it's just falling further out of their reach here.
Affinity has one above him, that's Convict wielding an AK, and if he looks up, he'll have a chance, but Affinity, of course, above him has given himself away by firing his AK. 4 left for the counter-terrorists, RDK, Affinity, and SLI. Convict firing at the man at Big Garage, that's the Microwave, who has taken a good portion of his health off thanks to being shot by an AK. Affinity will help him, however, reach his 2 assailants, and Convict, the last one to go down, will be another win for Flatline, who has a huge 12-2 lead.
Yep, and that is not going to be good here on Nuke. I'm going to go over to Esteban's perspective just because he's the only one on the terrace who can buy, and I want to see him play with his Xbox controller. So.
Everybody wants to see him play with his Xbox controller. Would you like to do the honors, Clay?
Sure. So, looking at Esteban, let's see what he's going to do with this AK. He's actually, I was going to say he's the only one on his team with a gun, but Convict was able to buy a Galil for himself, and he's actually looking towards ramp now. Going to see a push here. Nos does get in there. Kills exchange 1-1. It's now a 4-4. There's a kill. Convict steals that one from Esteban, unfortunately. And now Esteban only at 10 health. So he's looking in trouble here.
3 left for both teams, but just barely for Esteban here. I'm still watching him because I'm only concerned with his Xbox skills. He throws a frag out to the ramp to scare Flatline's ramp player. I believe that's Microwave who's dropped down. I can't see because I'm not willing to go. It's SLI. I'm not willing to move away from Esteban's point of view. 2 left heading toward the heaven position. Esteban on the lurk, aiming a little low, aiming very laterally because of his dual sticks.
Pick up your sticks.
I am still not moving away from his position, but I'm sure Microwave's kill was fantastic.
Convict and Esteban, the only two left alive. Convict at 27, Esteban at 10. So I can't imagine this round is going to go to press start, but it's going to be fun to watch Esteban here.
That's all I'm doing. Flatlines, SLI has come up through the vents. 30 seconds left. It's got to be a two-man take on the upper site, and Esteban is very close to shooting his teammate there. Gets pierced, brought down. Convict as well. 13-2 for the half. Flatline has made it a very, very winnable second half for themselves.
They certainly have. The way they've been playing, I have a feeling that they definitely have the chance to take the pistol round quite easily. We know the Glock ball of death is pretty strong, so I think they got a good chance of taking it and just closing this game out early.
Hopefully, we'll get some sort of fight from press start here, but they look a little bit out of their depth facing a very strong Flatline team thus far. Here comes the pistol round. You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. Tonight you've been watching a CEVO-Main Week 3-1 set of matchups. The first one that we watched was Notorious versus, help me out again, Clay.
Oh, man.
And the second one was Flatline versus Press Start. We'll get back to that in a second once we get our Alzheimer's under wraps here. 5-man block ball was perfectly acceptable as no one's gone down thus far. Nas turns in a headshot on Cameron. No CTs have pulled in a kill yet. They finally do. Clipsy bringing one down. Affinity will help bring down Stratus. There's only one CT left. That's Convict, who's coming through the heaven position, and he's probably just going to do it loud and try to get it over with. Ascends into the heavens through smoke. He is getting shot at from Glocks, completely blind, sitting in smoke, has no idea where he is, runs out with his knife to the rafters, and gets mowed down. Clay, I'm racking my brain here. It's Press Starts, Flatline, Notorious, and...
Extreme Professional Gamers.
Yes, XPG. There you go.
One thing I noticed, you know how the red blinking damage indicators, it like starts from the feet. One of those counter terrorists got shot like once, and it looked like he was wearing red shoes. It was funny.
I'm glad you're entertained. We're on to the tie point here, and I'm surprised that Press Start has chosen not to buy this round. However, they could realize that their money situation would be better served for them to buy the next round, which would be the game points if they lost this. So Convict stepping into the ramp will be fighting RDK. He's done a good amount of damage here, doing about half the health of RDK, though RDK, his opponent, is wielding an AK. Passive look for the T's here. They don't want to make any mistakes. They just want to win this round and have the CTs push them, but they've moved into upper again, and they will be challenging the CTs here. They made the mistake of moving in here, taking too much time to seize the bomb site, so they delivered a lot of kills to the T's here. It's a one-on-one, and Esteban of the 360 controller can clutch with his pistol. Nas has an AK. Esteban has a P250, and the power of the sticks.
And the bomb is actually down, so I don't know where Nos is going right now.
I have to tell you, Clay, I have never been so non-biased, I mean, more biased in my life than I am right now. If Esteban can pull this out, I will go nuts, absolutely nuts. It's one-on-one. I'm only watching Esteban. Our clutch man is having problems getting into the vent.
The crouch jump hard for the Xbox controller.
He's crouching at the bottom of vents, a strategy that we've never seen done before, which can only expose his head to being shot, by the way, which is very dangerous. So walk through the vents, move up slowly at the ladder. When Nos is planting, he's on the other side of the silo. He breaks the vent, and Nos knows exactly where he is. Esteban comes around the corner. He has to deliver a headshot here to clutch this, and I swear to God, he must. You must, Esteban. He has one chance.
Oh, no.
Nas, stop it. Nobody wanted that to happen.
Oh, that's some good clean fun right there.
Gosh darn it.
So the counter terrorists are going to have to buy out here, as it is the match point round for Flatline. Let's see what Esteban's going to be picking up here. It's going to be a Nova. Should be able to hit something with that, with his controller.
You're on to the match point. Flatline wants to clean this one out, seal up their week 3 match 1 here, and Esteban with the Batman dive with his walnut. You can deliver kills with a walnut, and he absolutely must if he wants to stave off defeat here. Clay, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm watching Esteban again.
You'd go right ahead. No, scores are not wrong. Flatline is in the lead there on the match point. And I'm watching Esteban too with that walnut. I think he can net some kills here.
He needs to make the big play here, and I think he will try to. Here comes a flash. Here comes
It's happening.
Rush. Get this kill, Esteban. Oh, gosh. No kill there. Nas, his arch nemesis, brings him down. Clipsy has a double for himself. The bomb site gets seized. The 3-on-2. Cameron and Stratus left to hold off RDK, Nas, and Microwave from sealing this one up and putting the bow tie on it. Cameron as the only gun left for the CPs. He brings down one. Will gets the bomb planter. It's on a 1-on-2. Cameron has no idea where the last one is. He figures it out. The last second Microwave versus Cameron. Microwave, by the way, has an AK to Cameron's FAMAS. Our clutch man, crouch walking, not advisable in this situation. Trying to get under the vision of the two silos. He knows where his opponent is, and he just has to guess right. And he's going to get the clutch. There it is. Cameron running at his opponent while shooting, which is never good. Manages to clutch it while shooting his opponent in the back. This defuse without a kit doesn't matter. It's all good.
Well, I'm excited about this because that means we get to watch Esteban some more.
God, he was so close.
I thought he had that. I mean, oh man. What is going to be his weapon of choice? $3,500. I'm guessing it's going to be another. Nope, he's just going with the pistol save.
Darn it.
Oh, someone bought him. All right.
Yeah. Another match point from Flatline starting up right now. Press start has, well, stalled what seems to be an inevitable defeat here. Cameron throwing his first smoke to smoke off the ramp has stalled a ramp rush and failed to bring down Microwave. He started backpedaling there and only has himself to blame. He had an easy kill lined up. Esteban will get yes, he got a headshot and a double! Did he get this triple? Get a triple! He's gonna
Quad it!
No, no! No!
Oh, I thought we were gonna see an Esteban ace. Jesus, alright.
Okay, where am I? What is this game again?
It's the
15.
It's the Esteban show.
Flatline Esports versus Press Start Gaming, who will not go down. Esteban making a big contribution there. 1 round to go for Flatline to seal this one up, but they can't seem to get over the hump. And another eco round for them. They'll be rushing and trying to find some easy chosen upper as their eventual destination. Esteban can't clean one up. Cameron helps him clean it up. Convict comes in and sprays down, has a double for himself. That's a good way to assist your teammates, especially when they're facing a dire 5-man push there. Flatlines, Nas runs away as Convict tries to spray him down. They know exactly where he is, and they'll begin to defuse here because they're not necessarily threatened by the 2 pistols. They are not beginning to defuse. How odd.
They're going for it. No, they were.
There you go. Esteban with a long-range spray onto Nas. Nice flick there to bring him down. Another round for Press Start. That will total 5, and it will still be match point following this defuse.
That's going to give Flatline guns, though, with that bomb plant, and I think they're actually pretty decent on cash, but they should be able to do a full buy now. And we see an op going to Affinity, so he's going to be doing work outside with that, and Convict should be opping against him. I want to see Esteban op.
That might be like a sad comedy. Tragic comedy. We'll not get to that. Press Start eGaming has the huge comeback to make. Stratus misses his jump, falls down, takes a ton of damage. Convict lands a nice shot onto Flatline's Affinity, who could not challenge him. Now Convict, who has that op, has more people coming to him. Second shot, good. Nos goes down. That's a great start. The 2 probably best players of the Flatline group, Nas and RDK, already down. SLI left by himself in the lobby, has to fend off everyone. Our number 3 man waits for Stratus to push him. He needs to make a big play. Nobody's flanking him, and he's got time to work. Clay, a minute, though, however, is just too long.
I believe so. Oh, man.
It's decapitated. Esteban and Stratus closing in on him. SLI will drop off, waiting for somebody to push him. He's trying to use choke points to his advantage. Smart play here, but 58 seconds with no bomb to your name and 22 health is not a way to guarantee yourself success.
Nope, SLI, he's just waiting for the pushes, but they do have the bomb secure and they don't need to go hunting for him. So if they just sit tight, they should be able to pick up this round and put him at 6. And, oh, interesting. Nice shot by Cameron right there. I didn't think he'd be looking up towards that little vent spot, but he was. Picks up SLI, and that's going to make it 15-6 now. And Flatline should be on another save.
They should be. They are definitely not pressured. Looks like they're buying anyway. They're going to go with 3 AKs and a partial buy for the 2 remaining teammates, RDK and Affinity. They've hit a bit of a rut here, and press start, if they string together, I want to say 4 more, which is a big task, you could make an argument that they're going to go for the comeback, but it just seems like winning those 9 rounds between then and now is a bit too tall of a task. So SLI throws a flash, goes up against Affinity, trades out, flatlines microwave, cleans up Stratus, it will leave Clipsy behind the box. 2-2 trade looks pretty good. Affinity and RDK have guns available to them. They get shot in the back. Cameron comes up with a kill there. Convict, however, with his op, makes it out alive. Decent round, but nothing determinate just yet. They've got AKs for the field, and they just need to make a play now. We know that this lobby, this second lobby in the ramp, really means nothing. By the way, Esteban, look at him hiding behind the silo. Oh no, if they don't come down this ramp, Clay, I'll be genuinely offended. They will not. RDK and Microwave heading back toward Radio Room, navigating backward. Convict will be waiting for them. Our Opper, Convict, sitting on top of the close vent. RDK navigating, coming through, looks through. Convict waiting for him, picks up that kill. That's a nice one. Microwave, the last one left. Has probably an easy kill in Convict if he can just do this quickly, and he'll bring it to a 2-on-1, but with 40 seconds left, I don't really like his chances.
Yeah, he's running out of time here, and if he looks just right, he's going to pick it up, and he does still have the bomb, so he could fake this and actually go down lower, where it's going to be Esteban on the defensive position. So I think Microwave will probably have the advantage there, if that's the case.
Microwave, I thought, might be doing a camera fake, but he's making the full-on trek. He just saw the head of Esteban come out. It's a one-on-one. Esteban, our number 0 man, I've gone to his position, is standing behind, throws a bounce, a pop flash off the top of the ceiling, and will clean up the round if he can just get this kill. Yes! Nice clutch, Esteban. Even though it wasn't really a clutch.
Good flash by Esteban, though, I gotta say.
Yeah, it was. It was that, be forced to look away and get shot in the back, or keep looking to see if that person would pop out. Esteban put his opponent in a no-win situation, making the Microwave lose that round. Flatline, of course, has bought again. They're really drawing at straws here, or picking at straws here, because they're just trying to force the issue now and making a couple of sloppy mistakes here and there.
Well, I think Flatline is actually probably at losing bonus cash here because they've lost quite a few in a row. Look at this, they're trying to rush inner now, but it's not going to work out. They get 2 trades go down back and forth. Cameron's still on the defense. He gets caught with his pants down, and Flatline SLI picks up that kill. They grab another one that leaves Clipsy on the clutch. It's a 1v1 scenario, Microwave versus Clipsy. And, oh, Microwave could have sealed the deal right there, but he can't finish it off. Clipsy comes up big, makes it 15-8.
This is unbelievably sloppy, but still entertaining in some kind of perverse way. Flatline 15, Press Start 8. Press Start still has an entire 7 rounds to go before they tie the game here. Flatline going finally to the eco round, thinking, okay guys, let's just take a breath here. We've got plenty of chances left. Go with an eco. They'll rush the ramp. They'll be going up against Clipsy. Clipsy, our number 9 man, has an M4, has dropped out of his position. He's going down to the ramp and is going to wait for people to drop to him. Our number 9 man sprays 1, doesn't kill anybody. Will drop out. Everybody alive for the T's here at a tenuous, very tenuous situation. They'll stop in the ramp and wait for new developments. Clipsy underneath them will be spamming nades to slow them down. They've got Stratus here creating a crossfire. They peek out, see Affinity. This is strange. You never see 5 people seize the ramp room like this.
Yeah, you would think you would have someone still waiting in the lobby area for any potential pushes from inner, but that's not the case. And also, yeah, you would think they'd be trying to work the hell position, but they're just not doing it. And look at that, Spawn picks up a nice kill for himself. That leaves 2 members of the terrorist team alive, and it's a 2 versus 5 scenario, which means I think this round is going to be going to press start once again.
Convict is going to see Affinity here scope in at the right time. That was a bit lucky for him since he wasn't making any noise. Flatline's microwave will bring down Convict, deliver an op to himself, but Cameron waiting up in the rafters will clean up that round. Another round for press start. We're a couple rounds away from talking about comebacks, Clay.
I mean, they're playing really well right now. I mean, Flatline is on the losing bonus, so they're going to be able to try and do it pretty much every round. So that's actually kind of a good position for them since they shouldn't really have to worry about money right now. But yeah, so Press Start is playing really well so far on the CT side, and if they just keep holding it down, they should be able to catch up.
Stratus in the rafters. We'll wait for someone to push through. We know because of our X-ray vision that they're 4 outer. They're going to be challenging Cameron. I'll go to his position right now. Our number 8-man Convict has taken out 1. Cameron has the advantageous position here. Seeing everybody cross will bring down 1. 2 have made it down to lower. RDK and Affinity and a Nos have made it down, but they've lost 2 comrades in the process because their smokes had not sealed off the entire lane, Clay, which is a critical mistake.
It is. It allowed Cameron to just sit in the mini and be able to get a nice position, watching the cross, be able to pick up 1. And like you said, you got to make sure you get those smokes down so they seal off the whole lane, and you can get to secret safely.
1 minute left. 3 counter-terrorists left. RDK has sealed up a double nicely and gives his teammates a chance here. And if Stratus goes down, they have not. Nas will go down. A trade will bring down Stratus. This is a really back-and-forth round here. Affinity's left with the bomb in his face, but he's got to take down 2. It's a one-on-one situation. Could this be the end? It very well could be. Affinity fakes out the camera. I like it.
Yeah, but it's another one of those scenarios where he has the bomb and Cameron, all he needs to do is wait to hear that sound of the plant, and he should be able to come out and...
Cameron has chosen wrong.
Yeah.
He's gone down. His game sense has failed him. 30 seconds left, and Affinity has a free bomb site here. Cameron thinking to himself that he could be facing someone nearby him, and he's hunting around at lower Affinity. However, is going to give away his position? Why would he do that?
I don't know. That was not good.
He gives away his position, knows as he's behind here, that nade will do a ton of damage to him, bring him down to about 63. It's a one-on-one. Cameron knows where he is. Affinity does not know where his opponent is, but he does avoid the flash. He stays in the site, ducks out. It's a one-on-one. Cameron fails to seal up the kill here. Affinity needs to seal this one off, and Flatline finally wins it with a headshot from Affinity. He made the error and made up for his error all in one round. You guys are watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. That was weirdly entertaining. That was like, you have no idea why it's entertaining, but it was. Thank you guys for joining us. You guys should tune in again probably multiple times this week. We'll have our schedule up more consistently for you guys to check out in the future. And of course, this weekend is the Complexity 10th anniversary tournament. Maybe Complexity will
Maybe
show.
Complexity might be there. I don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah,
Clay?
That's a little strange. But that's it for us tonight, guys. We hope you enjoyed the cast. Please follow our Twitch, follow Facebook, check out YouTube. We got VODs up there and also on Twitch. So, yeah, check all that out. And other than that, that's it. I'm Klops here with Cotton. You guys have been watching CEVO TV. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.